Still need to talk to you,
Welcome back,
Rangers.
Fearless Dojo here, and we're gonna pick up where we left off on Wastelands 3. See what this guy's up to.
Good job, Rangers. Nice to be able to hear ourselves think again. And now that it's quiet enough to talk, let me reintroduce you to the great Sergei Greatsky, who's going to be helping you with personnel.
Hi again, Rangers. Damn sorry about your people. But now that you're here, we'll do what we can to get you back on your feet and find you some new recruits, just like the Patriarch promised you. And I already got you one of the best. Meet Marcelo Gonzalez, electronics wizard, radio technician, and former dispatcher for the Marshals.
Howdy, Rangers. While you were dealing with the alarms, I took the liberty of installing a combat AI in your vehicle. Should help you out. If you want to chat, I'll be in the operations room getting things up and running.
Should be more recruits arriving soon. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad?
Speak to Sergeant Gretzky to hire new Rangers for your squad. Your squad can have up to 6 members. No more than 4 can be Rangers. The other 2 slots may be filled by companions such as Marshal Kwan. Companions are unique NPCs who aren't officially Rangers but want to help out all the time. Help out all the same. You'll find plenty of companions on your journey throughout Colorado. Interesting. Before we get to all that, we've got show us who you've got lined up.
My advice is to put together a squad with complementary skills. Nobody can be great at everything. So pick recruits who are good at things your current team isn't.
Makes sense.
And
Totally
you can
agree.
always round out your squad with folks you meet along the way. Keep that in mind when you're choosing from the recruits I've rounded up.
Small arms, mechanics, weapon modding, sniper rifles, animal whisperer, sneaky shit. Okay. We do need a sniper. Melee combat, nerd stuff, automatic weapons, sneaky stuff, weird science, small arms, toaster repair. Not real sure what toaster repair does for us. Automatic weapons, explosives, sniper rifles, sneaky stuff, weapon modding. First aid, big guns, explosives, automatic weapons. Hard ass barter, small items. Melee combat, survival, and mechanics. Sasquatch might be a good guy to get. Select you. Automatic weapons, big guns, and other stuff, mechanics. This is sniper rifles, animal whisperer, and sneaky stuff. Custom, enforcer, sniper.
Listen, I can get you all the fighting troops you need, but if you meet any talented people in your travels, don't hesitate to sign them up. Now that we've got that sorted, let's talk about the next steps. Now, you're the boss here, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but getting this place up and running wouldn't be a bad place to start. That means surveying the base and finding specialists to staff it.
Agreed. Surveying the base sounds good.
That'll give you a chance to see if any of the junk around here is worth keeping before I toss it all out. After that, you might want to give Sheriff Daisy a hand. If you impress her, maybe she'll hook you up with some specialists for the base. Anyway, your call. Colorado Springs is straight out the main gate. If you want to go to Denver or Aspen, just hop back in your car and go out the way you came in.
You and Quan tell us more about yourselves.
Well...
Well, Sergei won't blow his own horn, so I'll do it for him. He's Colorado's greatest war hero, fought by the Patriarch's side from the beginning, and saved the old man's life about 100 times, right, Sergey?
75. Tops. Now, let me tell you about Mr. Slick here. Nobody knows the streets and alleys of Colorado Springs, or the people that live there, better than dashing Darius Kwan.
You're too kind, Sergey. Yeah, I was getting a little itchy doing the same old in the Marshalls.
And retirement was driving me stir-crazy. Just sitting around listening to the paint peel. I jumped at the chance to help you folks out. Not sure exactly. We came by a week and a half ago and it was stone quiet.
We were gonna get the place cleaned up before you got here. But then the Dorseys attacked the city, so it got put on the back burner.
Something must have triggered the security systems between then and now. Could have been anything. Patriarch chased out the last big gang maybe 10 years back. Before that, all kinds of bandits, militias, and cults have lived here since the deluge.
Recently, it's been mostly outlaws and refugees. We should check around to see if there are any current occupants.
Could be what set off the alarms.
What's the deluge? We've been hearing that word a lot.
Around these parts, we call the nuclear apocalypse the deluge of fire, because, well, that's what it was.
Noah's flood was the deluge of water. The nukes were the deluge of fire.
What's the radio operator saying about putting a combat AI in our vehicle?
Gonzalez? He's a whiz with stuff like that. The AI will allow you to give the vehicle orders in combat without having to be inside it. Basically, it'll become another member of your squad.
One sec. Forgive me for saying so, but I'm guessing you folks are gonna need as much help in the field as you will here in HQ. So, what if I joined your squad? At least until you find your feet. Well, I know this city like the back of my hand. And this city knows me. My time in the Marshals means I've got connections and trusted informants everywhere. Plus, I'm a sure shot and a decent scrapper. And, though it hurts my civic pride to say it, there are places around here where those things might come in handy. Great. I'm at your disposal. Lead the way.
Companions. You've recruited your first companion. Companions are a unique kind of squad member. Unlike the Rangers you create, companions are pre-made characters that have their own personality and agenda. Piss them off and they could leave you high and dry. You have up to 6 characters in your squad. Up to 4 of them can be Ranger recruits, leaving at least 2 spots open for companions. There's no reason not to take them along, provided you can maintain their loyalty. Okay, fair enough. Jake, Sasquatch, Marshall Kwan, Banshee, Brandon, Major, Tomcat. This guy says something back here. I forgot about this way. Twisted Slicer.
Huh. A garage. We get this cleaned out, you can put your truck in here.
Twisted Slicer Dicer. This enormous spider-like robot is in bad shape. It twitches in a puddle of its own fluids. Its casing dented and riddled with bullet holes. Judging by the scrape marks on the floor, it looks like someone dragged it into the garage from somewhere else. You recognize it as a Slicer Dicer, a pre-apocalypse military robot. It appears to have been badly damaged in a firefight and is missing some of its weapons. Upon closer inspection, you note that some of the bullet holes have been patched. Several of the legs show signs of recent welding. Slicer Dicer's main access panel is open, revealing its wiring and power plant. It's clear that someone has been trying to repair the robot. Okay. So... nothing in here until I can repair that robot. What's this say? back here. Disarm explosive success.
Look at all this machinery. If we can get it all running, this will be a good spot for your armory.
Nice. I really need to get a lockpicker. Terminals displaying information about the base's systems. Check recent activity logs. None of these terminals are helping me out.
What a stink. Somebody's been using this medbay for a morgue. Gonna take an ocean bleach to get it ready for customers.
Place just keeps going. Alright, I think we're finally ready to get out of here.
Systems active. Greetings,
Dog.
Rangers.
What's this dog showing us? Oh wait, what is this? Isn't there another buried something or other over here? I can't find it. What does that do? These guys are trying to show us something. Control chip, reactor core. Unsure. On the ladder. Level 3, I don't think. Oh my goodness. Not sure that was worth it. Sasquatch, I'll put some armor on you because you're gonna be melee. Only makes sense. Glad we're all almost dead. Downtown Colorado Springs, let's go! See what we got.
Please, my son's not a Dorsey. My son's done nothing wrong. You don't look like marshals. Do you work for the Patriarch?
For now, yes.
Then maybe the magistrate will listen to you. Judge Watkins has sentenced my son to die. Austin is all I have left. Everyone else died on the plains. He's a good boy. He never hurt anyone. I'm sure of it. Please, Maybe Watkins will listen to you.
Why is your son sentenced to
I
death?
don't even know why he was rounded up. He won't tell me. Says he's embarrassed. I know they caught him doing something wrong, but he says he never hurt anyone. If you talk to him, maybe he'll tell you what happened. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than your mother. I know that much.
Who's your son?
Austin Pease, the skinny boy up on the platform. I can't imagine he killed anyone. We've seen enough death on our way out here. He never wanted to hurt anyone, ever. Our family escaped the wars in the East. Tried to make our way across the plains. My husband, my other son, my daughters, one by one, picked off and killed. Now it's just the two of us, and I'm gonna lose him too. Please,
He'll be dead.
help my son!
It's not fair. This kid's going in the pillories next.
Teenage prisoner is gaunt and pale. His hair is tousled and greasy. His face angular with hunger. He stares at the pillories and with dread, swallowing occasionally. He sees you staring at him and snaps back to reality.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot on my mind.
How'd you get into trouble with the
Made
marshals?
a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us. People here kept us out in the cold, letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism. I figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am. Mom would have talked me out of it. I should have talked to her first.
Why'd you do it?
We were starving. No two ways about it. We were going to die. Dorseys gave us food. I figured a few windows was a worthwhile trade for the bread and meat that saved our lives.
You broke the law. You got caught. This seems like justice. Doesn't seem like the punishment fits the
I
crime.
thought it was too harsh, but what happens if I speak up now? Will they come after my mom? I can't take the chance.
What's your sentence? Let's say we can free you. What's that worth to you?
Magistrate tells me it's death. They're gonna strip me down and tie me to those things. And they're gonna let the cold do its work.
Sounds horrible.
I wonder if it'll hurt.
Wish I could tell you it won't, kid, but that'd be a lie.
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody in the process. Guess I don't have any money to give you, but I'd pay you back in hard work, if you'll have me. I'm used to hard work around the homestead, and I ain't too bad with a gun either. My folks made sure I could hunt and fight. I always dreamed of coming to the big city and being a newspaper man. You know, interviewing people, telling the truth about how things really are. Sure didn't turn out like I hoped. No, I was never no desperado. Don't rightly know why I let myself get caught up in this.
Swallows hard, his eyes on the pillory.
But if I'm to die, I'd at least like to do that right. Gonna do that like a man. Nice talking to you.
How can you be dead?
Bastards!
If it's too dangerous for you, Marshals, maybe I should go in there myself. Sheriff Daisy! Sheriff!
Miss, please.
I've had enough of this. Why won't you people do anything? Ah, Marshals. Finally. I was beginning to think you were never going to help Hold on now. You aren't marshals. You look like ruffians. Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on tenterhooks for an hour.
Ruffians.
Forgive me. That was unkind. I am under considerable duress. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the marshals will give me no answers about their situation. They won't even speak to me. I must know how the sheriff intends to rescue them. And when.
The marshals seem a bit overwhelmed at the moment.
That may be, but my family is one of the leading families of Colorado Springs. We have been longtime allies of the Patriarch and supporters of all he stands for. Surely that should be given some consideration.
Is there anyone here who you think should get less consideration than you?
I suppose not. We are all equal in the eyes of God, as they say. I am just frustrated. That is all. It doesn't seem that anything is being done.
Who are you, anyway?
My name is Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. But now they and my little brother have been kidnapped by those good-for-nothing Dorseys, and I fear for their lives.
Could you tell us more about the 100 Families?
We are the founding families of Colorado Springs, descended from the survivalists who came together after the deluge of fire and helped the Patriarch build a stronger Colorado. I'm proud to trace my lineage back before the war on both sides of my family.
What exactly is going on here?
Someone let the Dorseys into town, and the savages have taken my family hostage, along with a good many others, and retreated to the Garden of the Gods. I came here to demand that Sheriff Daisy immediately mount an expedition to save them, but her marshals keep putting me off.
Who are the Dorseys?
No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 families, like us, but rotten. Backstabbers, every one of them. At least that's what my father says. They rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed.
We're the Arizona Rangers. We could help you.
Well, you look capable enough, but I don't know you from Adam. Why, you might be robbers or bandits. No. Thanks all the same, but I think I'll continue to wait on the proper authorities. Frustrating though that may be. Sheriff Daisy, I will
Deputy,
not leave until you speak to me. How long is the sheriff going to be busy?
As long as it takes, Miss Wesson. You know the trouble that's gone down.
I do know. My family's in trouble right now. That's why it's so urgent I talk to the sheriff.
She's doing everything she can, miss. If you could just wait here, you'll be the first to know when we know.
We should build some more watchtowers.
Miss Wesson, could you... I'm sorry. I have to talk to these folks. Sorry about that. Are you the Rangers? We were told to expect you. Sheriff Daisy's waiting for you in the back.
Thanks, Torres.
Anytime, Marshal Quan.
What are you working on?
Reports. Lots of reports. The Dorsey raid really tore up the town. Murder, looting, fires. They even attacked this station. Not that they got very far. It's been exhausting.
Any advice on how to handle the Sheriff Daisy?
Don't blink.
You tell us about the marshals.
It's on the back of the box. We keep the peace here in Colorado Springs. Mostly, though, we do what Sheriff Daisy says. Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
Deputy Torres! My family's in the...
Sheriff is statuesque woman with graying blonde hair. and steel in her smile.
Well, now, you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But question him first, you hear?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Lucia Weston wants to talk to you about rescuing her family from the Dorseys.
That girl? You think I ain't heard her yapping? But I got a couple of 50 other people yapping at me, too.
Couple of 50?
Tell you what, though. Her people are 100 family folks from the fancy side of town, so they got some pull. You can do me a big favor and kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you take little Miss Wesson with you when you go to save them. In fact, I'm going to insist on it. I need that girl out of my hair. I'll let Lipinski know you're bringing her along. He won't let you into the garden without her. Don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of. Go in there and kick some ass, Rain.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are.
What is the Garden of the Gods? Sheriff Daisy didn't say.
It's a project of the Ward family, a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science. But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious.
Before we go anywhere, let's talk about your combat experience. We know what the sheriff said, but we'll handle this on our own. Sheriff Daisy said you knew one end of the gun, the other. Is that true?
She's making a joke. She knows very well that my father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk. And I'm the best shot in this city. You may ask anyone. Everybody knows what I can do.
Have you ever killed anyone?
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate.
We don't care about how well you shoot. We're not taking a kid into combat. Are you sure you don't want to leave this to the professionals? All right, let's go.
At last.
Can I talk to her about...
The garden's on the far side of the market square. Don't forget to take
How did
Miss
those
Wesson
Dorsey
with you.
bastards get into the city?
Dorsey lives! He'll kill you all! Cornelius Dorsey lives! He'll kill you all!
Bodies of Dorsey slain in the recent incursion were tossed haphazardly into the frozen fountain.
We'll have our revenge! You ain't seen the last of us!
You got business with McTavish? Come into the machine shop. If not, then fuck off.
Penalty for breaking the law in Colorado Springs often means in time in the pillories.
fuck off. We're busy. Oh, did I stutter? I said fuck off.
Fair enough. Where do I go?
Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs!
Young guard's face is nervous but determined. He steps forward as you approach, holding his hand up.
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate.
Kind of authorization to do. Let's do the gate.
Broadmoor Heights and the Patriarch's Palace.
Clearly feels his job does not include expansive descriptions.
Good day.
Must not be the right way.
Darn it, Martha. Why else would I?
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out front.
Yeah, there are doors.
Consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
The old man is shouting into the nearby shop and waving a shotgun
Hush up
around.
now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Oh, since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life.
When she notices you, an expression of relief crosses her
Will
face.
you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
What's going on?
Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. So I'm going in after them.
Why don't you ask the marshals for help? Look, why don't you let us professionals handle this?
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types?
He shakes his head, then turns to you.
You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over.
Let's go see what's up.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead! Back off! I done told you! Don't come any closer!
You morons are holed up in a clothing store, put on some duds, and just walk out of town.
Nah, you're right. We're gone. Huh, nice get up.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. We'll clean up the old store and make it good as new. Pretty soon we'll be selling suits, pants, hats, and all the rest. Finest garments in town. And here, a little token of our appreciation.
$57.
Come on back after we reopen the shop.
All on a job. Well done.
This here's Market Square. The Arapahoe Garage is just outside the city gates. My old friend Doc Parker set up a clinic. Parker's the best doctor in town. Be a hell of an asset if we can persuade him to join the Rangers. Careful, though.
Welcome to Mary Milkteeth's Morning After Mart. If you did some things last night that you wish you hadn't, I got you covered. I can clean you up, sober you up, cure your ills, and get you ready to face the new day. Or maybe you got banged up in the Dorsey raid. I can help with that, too. What do you need? Here you go, children. Salvation is at hand.
Sell junk. By 3 of them. Good enough for me for now.
It's not going to hold. Ah, hello there. The name's Theodoric Curie. Theo for friends. I need to work on these gate hydraulics, but I always have time to answer some questions, if you're here to learn about our wall. I am the humble son of scientists. My mother and father were on a mission to pursue the possibility of cold fusion. Imagine nuclear reactions at room temperatures making it safe for everyone. Sadly, they are gone, and my efforts to follow their work has been stymied by immediate dangers. Perhaps one day, I'll have the time to devote to such a monumental achievement again. It's simply your standard concrete barrier with Tesla-styled electrical deterrents. Not an absolute marvel of what could be done, but sufficient for the task of keeping out enemies. If we had oil to power the generators, you'd see the glorious effect of thousands of volts of electricity arcing across it, deterring would-be attackers from approaching. Such a pity. Believe me, I understand. Thank you for stopping by, and good luck out there. Back to the wall.
I'm ready.
Rangers, you told me that we were going to save my family. This isn't the way to the Garden of the Gods. And if you don't plan to honor your word, I'm leaving.
Guess I didn't do the right thing. Just come with us, we'll be right back. Alright, we'll stay here.
I'm glad.
Where am I supposed to go? Must be this way.
Jesus, loaves and fishes, Christ! That's a bomb under my stall, ain't it?
Oh, shit, Taiwan. God, it is.
We best stay back.
Holy mackerel! Better stay back from my stall. Those goddamn Dorseys dropped a landmine under it.
You still saw some. We defused them.
Really? That's great news. Here's a little something for you. I'm back in business.
Unshaven and slovenly, Marshal Lupinski shifts his unlit, half-smoked cigar to the corner of his mouth as you approach.
I heard we had some new arrivals wash on in. Military types, they said. Can't really see the difference between you and the ordinary class of mercs. As much as I'd love to shoot the shit with you tryhards, Sheriff Daisy said to let you go on in. So, go on. Give them Dorseys some hell.
Marshal Lupinski, I expect you to moderate your language in the presence of a young lady.
My apologies, Miss Weston. I meant no disrespect. Best of luck to you and your companions here.
Any idea how many Dorses are in there?
Nope.
Okay.
No room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
Let's go to the Garden of the Gods. Let's get some action.
Hello? Whoever just came up from the city, come in. This is Bellamy Ward. There are Dorseys all over the garden. I'm pinned down on a high ledge. Can you reach me?
Where the Rangers sit tight, we'll take care of the Dorseys.
Oh, thank God. I'll call out if I see you, as long as it's safe.
Hey! You on the ledge! Hands up!
Oh no, they found me.
Is this because she has a skill or something?
Hey! Where did you come from? Back the hell off, or you're dead!
We've got nowhere. We're not going anywhere.
Oh, shit! You started, we'll finish it!
Okay. So what kind of... Can't shoot that guy, 57. Sasquatch's got to get up close and personal. Oh my gosh, I misclicked. Ugh. Okay, well, that's how that works. So let's just load that. I'm playing this game at the same time as I'm playing Gears, and the buttons are different. You have to right click to attack in Gears. In this game, you definitely do not. Let's get you up here.
Get down from there, or we're coming up!
You up here.
I don't see no explosives. Where are they? Hey, where did you come from? Back the hell off, or you're dead!
Alright, now I know how to play the game, I think. Let's get you up here. Out of ammo. That weapon's out of ammo for now. You can try equipping a different weapon or unequipping it and going bare-knuckled. Nice shot. Nice. Oh, they're charging us. I don't move because I'm not sure if he's going to shoot her. Oh, nice. That'll work too. Boom. The young gentleman is covered with dirt and shivering from the cold. His eyes are wide and shocked.
Oh, God. Did the Patriarch send you? I'm sorry. I need to warn you. The Dorseys are gathering up ahead between the Gateway Rocks.
Bellamy! Bellamy, look at me! Have you seen my family? Are they here?
Lucia? I thought you were with your family. Oh, thank God you're not. Thank God. They went up ahead with their hostages, but... Lucia, I heard gunfire and screaming. You need to be ready for the worst.
If they've done anything to my people, I'm going to end them all.
Amen, sister. Her eyes brim with tears, and she turns away angrily when she sees you looking.
Please do. I'll tell whatever I can to help. It's not much, but...
Who are you and what are you doing here?
My name is Bellamy Ward. I'm a scientist. I invented the solar collectors and experimental farms on top of the rocks. I was calibrating the solar arrays when the Dorseys came through here, herding their hostages with them. So I hid up here and kept out of sight. They're savages. Animals. They beat those people. Laughed at them when they begged for their lives. The kids were screaming, so they beat them too. Then they dragged them all further on, toward their camp.
You really have this place rigged with explosives?
God, no. I was stalling for time. If I had a few hours and the right chemicals, though, I could have prepared quite a surprise for them.
What was the material used for the solar collectors?
A while ago, we found some old, non-functional solar panels from before the deluge of fire. I couldn't figure out their function at first, until I recovered a microcircuitry board and developed a laser spectrography process. I realized that I could help solve some of the electrical generation issues that have always been a problem for the city.
How do you get enough solar power to this weather?
The PALs, photon amplification lenses. They harness and focus the ambient light. It's fascinating, actually. They polarize the waves and create constructive interference. Normally, they maintain a stable temperature for the plants, but they can be adjusted to help power the solar collectors, or even thaw frozen components. I once coupled a PAL with a dynamic cross-photon matrix. I was trying to cook some bison steaks, but it incinerated the whole fire pit, melted the entire grill. Goes to show what can happen if you put a decimal in the wrong place.
Where are the hostages?
I think they took everyone to their camp, just past the Gateway Rocks.
What about my family, Belle?
Last I saw them, they were all right. They were scared and a little banged up, but they were still alive. You saved my life. I won't forget it.
You better not. Put this in there. This item on self. Use item on self. Alright. I'm pretty good health. Muscle tissue, nice. Human teeth. Oh my. Cars mechanics level 2. Can't get back there. creepy dolls. You found a creepy doll. Creepy dolls are dolls that are creepy. They also grant powerful bonuses that benefit your entire squad. Simply collecting them will benefit you for the rest of the game. Creepy dolls aren't found in your inventory. Instead, find them as well as any discovered cassette tapes and tutorials in your archive menu. Exits your perception +1. Shrink grenade. Missed. These guys in combat too? That can't be good. Get in there, cat. Did it again. Guy's tanky. Nice. The interface for the photon application lens looks simple. Most routines are automated, but there are some controls you can adjust. Photon collection is at its lowest setting, currently reading 1 on the screen. An animated flower smiles as it basks in the sun. Increase photon collection to its highest level. Twist that knob at the right. A low hum grows in strength. Activate it. A happy flower appears on the screen. It says PAL activated. Burn, baby. Pretty good shot.
This is gonna be expensive!
Beastmaster's down. Oh, 95% chance and you miss? What is that? Target is blocked. Things are going well. Okay. Things are going well all around here.
Burning! Ah! We'll be cleansed!
Not sure what's causing these explosions everywhere. That's a nice play. Nice job. Okay. She get a shot on these guys? Nice job. Good shot. Photo. Bunch of armor. Vehicle upgrades. You unlocked a vehicle upgrade. Return to Ranger HQ to install it onto your Kodiak. Hopefully there's no more explosions. Ammo, please. Alright guys, we're going to finish this episode right here. Over an hour already. We'll pick up here on the next one. Go Joe out.